move I would make right now?
Right now.
I think I would trade Giannis to Detroit somehow and pair him up with Cade. I mean, I think the window's open right now for Detroit. They can come out the East with that move.
You're blow. Do you know if you give up Giannis, you're going to have to take half the whole team
Duran,
the Pistons. And who else?
Tobias.
Who else?
And then you throw in Ivy.
Nah, they want that young
boy. You got two young core pieces. Duran is a 2010. He's going to be an all-star this year.
Listen, you're blow.
And then you get Ivy potential. Then you get that contract of Tobias.
You forgot. Twin over there, right?
And then you add Giannis with Cade.
Hey, Lord, are you listening? Hello?
Oh, you take one of the twins? Okay.
What?
What about Atlanta?
Right, trade no.
All right, man, let's get to it, man. Let's chop it up. So, you're going to talk about Giannis. So KG and Paul Pierce talked about Giannis coming to Detroit, and they was talking about Jalen Duren, and they ain't had a roster. We ain't trading no Jalen Duren, not for no Giannis. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it's Ivy, Tobias, probably what's the brother name? Asar Thompson or Ron Hollins. And I get people saying, "Oh, no, Asar Thompson." It don't make no sense, to be honest with you. I heard KG say, "Oh, you ain't trading no twin." It don't really make no sense. We have Asar and Giannis in the same lineup. You know what I'm saying? They both can't shoot. Defense would be on 10. Jalen Duren is not a stretch 5. So then again, you got to ask yourself, like, okay, K can shoot it, but then what do you put Duncan Robinson to find another shooter to go there? They got a lot of other shooters on the team, but regardless, you got 3 guys on the floor that can't shoot the basketball in this era. And you could say Asar Thompson may be able to improve and be a better shooter. Yeah, that may or may not happen. But, ultimately, if you can keep him out the trade, you keep him out the trade. But my thing is, they started talking about Miami. What do Miami got to offer? You know what I'm saying? To be honest, Tyler Hero ain't never healthy. That's just the fact of the matter. Tyler Hero ain't never healthy. That's the truth. Bam Adebayo, that's a good deal. But really, what do they got to offer outside of that? We got, maybe they think maybe some picks. New York got a lot to offer. You start talking about Mikal Bridges. You start talking about, Karl Anthony Towns or OG Anunoby. Like I said, I think I only trade Karl Anthony Towns. You keep him in Bronson. OG, Mikal Bridges, maybe Mitchell Robinson or something like that. I feel like it's a good package. Might be two first-round picks, and that's a good deal. They in rebuild mode, so realistically, I don't think OG and Mikal Bridges is a bad rebuild. Yeah, the Knicks lose some shooting, but Karl can shoot, Jalen can shoot. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. But the one thing about and being in New York, that's probably where Nike want them at. They probably have some good combo packs between Giannis and if Giannis and Cade was in Detroit, that probably has some good sneaker combo packs. That's a motherfucking fact. But to be honest with you, I think, just from a basketball standpoint of view, I think Giannis will thrive more in Detroit because that ball ain't sticking. That ball gonna be moving. Cade ain't selfish. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying, Brunson ain't no true point guard. Playing with Cade, you gonna play with a true point guard, but playing in the mystique of the Mecca, a Madison Square Garden, I get that. What that means financially for Giannis, what that mean for Nike. If New York want to make that move, I think that's best for New York. I think that's best for Giannis. But if you're talking about a basketball fit, to keep it a big thigh while the Pistons don't get no better fit than that. And as far as the deal, I think that Nick deal is great. If that, I don't know how the salary stack up, but if you can get Mitchell Robinson, OG, Mikal Bridges, hey, 2 first-round picks out of it compared to what we can give you. Maybe Ivy, maybe Tobias, maybe Ron. You know what I'm saying? And about, 4 or 5 first-round picks. Go with the Nick deal. But if Giannis want to be in a situation where, the fluidity there, as far as him being able to come in and the ball ain't sticking, he can still be the guy offensively. And I hear people in the comment section like, well, he 32. 32 is not old. Especially for a top 3 player, you still got 3 or 4 good years, probably top 3 years out of him. Not getting Giannis ain't the most skilled guy, so, maybe people like, probably not. And I'm not saying it's not imperative that the Pistons make this move. I see somebody in the comments that said, well, Zach LaVine don't really got an effort. Defensively, he shows no effort. He's kind of that West Coast laid back type of guys. Most of the guys that usually come from the West Coast kind of always laid back, chill. But I think, his first time being in a winning situation, and you banking on that, and that's why the price is so low. That you banking on, he's going to wake up and he's going to be more aggressive and maybe show more effort on the championship team. And it's a crapshoot. When you've been playing for losers for so long, that's tough. That's tough. So I get where that comment came from, but yeah, I ain't giving them no Jalen Duren. So no, that's a deal ender for me. Asar Thompson, I'm willing to do it for Giannis, but that's about it. That's about it. When we start talking about Lloyd marketing, I'm good. Now y'all can keep that. It's a lot of other alternatives to anybody that we talking about, maybe outside of Giannis. But realistically, the Pistons probably want to keep that 4 as a shooter. You probably want to keep him as a shooter. So, unfortunately, yeah, Lloyd marketing can be a supplement. Anthony Davis, I seen, got hurt on the same play 2 times. So, absolutely not. They stuck with him. He just can't stay healthy. So, you start talking about MPJ. Might be a couple other guys out there that, may not be big name guys, but guys that can fill that power forward role. But a plethora of guards out there, Trae Young, LaMelo Ball, John Morant, some plethora of those guys. CJ McCollum, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. So, yeah. Other guys at 4, maybe a Trey Murphy. So you start to look, and, Milwaukee also could be trading everybody. I know he public enemy number 1 right now, but Bobby Portis might not be a bad look. Bobby Portis. I'm not really I like Kuz, but Kuz just don't shoot the ball good enough for me. He don't defend and rebound at a high enough clip. So, it'd be interesting, man. But let me know what y'all think. Hit the link tree. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Everything inside the link tree. Everywhere I'm producing content at. Peace.